Hey traders, this is Marco. We have Friday the 21st of October and we have another bye-bye bar. Let's just start to it, and you can see this is the time when I go to the charts. It's mostly around 7 in the morning, and yeah, prices during the night moved very sideways. You can see there's no real trends or spikes up or down, so that's why I drew like some bigger support here, and yeah, there was a little move down, but prices broke this channel and finding some support here, and now going higher from here a bit. And let's see how it goes from here. So prices, you can see the strong reaction here, bulls coming in, trending above the EMA, not even bouncing back. That's always a sign of very strong bullish momentum. And drawing my shorter term channels always, you know this already. Wait, maybe I can scroll a bit, zoom a bit inside, then it's easier to see for you. Okay, we have the first break of this channel here. You can see prices going down here, first break. So we are looking for second entries in trends, and we're pulling back to the EMA. Here would be a second entry, but the signal bar is very bad, so we cannot take it. And this is interesting because here we have the new high. Prices go down, first entry, second entry, and I like this bar. It's small, it's above the EMA. We have the first break of this trend, so we want to see a retest of the highs. So this is a second entry long, and it would have worked out. And prices go strongly higher here. We're retesting the highs. Retest is done, so this channel here played out now. And some people draw these channels, some people don't. I like to draw these channels, these shorter term channels for retests, because it gives me some more confirmation. I have also a break here, new high. So this channel played out, this channel played out, and we're going back here. There's some strong bearish momentum now. You can see how prices found some resistance here, pulling back, cannot go higher from here and form another strong bear bar, and now approaching the EMA. We cannot take this because it's right into the EMA. I know it's a failure, it looks like a failure. It's like a new high here, first entry, second entry long, but right into the EMA, and with this strong bullish momentum, I really don't like this. So I would skip this for now. Maybe there's some bigger channel here in play. Can draw and test around a bit. Okay, this is a first break of this channel. And we're going lower. Maybe it's even like this. Could be like this maybe. Pull back. We have a new low here. First entry short, pull back. Second entry short at the EMA. It's looking a bit congestive, so hard decision here. What I like is this little resistance here. You can see prices touched here, came back, touched here, and also it's right off the EMA, so the key entry point. On the second entry short, made a new low here, first entry, second entry. This bar is good. If you're aggressive, you can take this. I like to take it because it's a downtrend here. We have the first break, so we want to see a retest of the lows. And also, I think we are more in a range right now. You can see if I draw it like this maybe. You can see the midline here. We have some touches here, one touch here, and typically in a range is when you approach the highs of the range, then prices go back and touch the other side. And you can see from the overnight price action that prices didn't really form any trends. So I like this short here on the second entry short. And it would have worked. We have the first break of the channel and retest of the lows. And yeah, prices go sideways from here. Nothing really that we can take. And this is very choppy. You can see there's no real trend. Even if I want to draw like shorter term lines, it's not looking very well because this is pure sideways. You have no idea where prices are heading to. So whenever we are not sure, we're skipping anything, any trades. And this is the opening now. You can see the change of the color and prices go lower here. Maybe we can draw some trend like this. This is interesting here, but I'm not sure if you can see that. There's some support here. You can see the last lows of this downtrend. Prices bounced here, came back with very strong bullish bars, then went sideways, and now are going lower again to the same level here, to the same lows. And yeah, if you consider this short here, it's right into the lows, and prices were bouncing just 2 bars before from this level. So I'm not sure if we can take this. Is like way too aggressive, and we never know if prices will bounce here and approach the EMA and go higher back to the range highs. So yeah, this we cannot take. Prices go lower and overshooting this little channel here. And as you know, after overshoots, many times we see breaks. So the channel here is broken now, this shorter term channel here, and we're going higher. Strong bullish momentum. You can see the size of the bull bars going above the EMA. Nothing we can take. This is an inside bar of this, and on only first entry, so I have to skip this. But you can see the shorter term channel here broke, retest of the highs. And sideways again. Nothing we can take. And this is some shorter term downtrend, I would say. Just difficult to draw this. I have to give some more space to the right side so I can draw the channels like this. Yeah, it's much better now. Feels better at least. So yeah, you can see this is very sideways. Maybe there's even another little range here. If I draw like this, you have the lows are not fitting too well. Maybe it's like this. It's aligning with the midline of the bigger range, so it's pretty funny. Give it another color. And you can see the bounce of the range here, and we are moving higher strongly from there. Approaching range tops, break of the shorter term channel, retest of the highs, and this is a lower high. This could be interesting, but yeah, prices could also go back higher here or bounce from this range and go back inside the range. We don't know it from here, and it's a bit congestive here, so we'll skip this. Good that we skipped it because we would have been stopped out. And this is a strong bearish bar. So that could be treated as a failed breakout if we move the range a bit higher. You can see the touch here, we're touching here with this strong bearish bar back to the EMA, but this bar is too big right now. So not sure about this. And when we are not sure, we skip this, you know that already. And going more sideways here. Really, there's nothing that I can see. Maybe there's some trend here. You can see prices are in the middle of the range of both ranges. We have this bigger yellow range and this smaller range here. And we are in the middle of the range and we have no idea where prices are heading to. I know, and I'm sure you can see this, prices are below the EMA, and whenever we approach higher, you can see these wicks here, wick here, wick here, wick here, wick here, and the bear bars they're looking that they would trend lower from here, but yeah, it's congestive here. This is pure congestion, and we stay out because many times you see perfect bars and they mean nothing in congestion. So we skip this. If this was a failure here, that would be very interesting, this bar here. But it's also, it seems like the first break of this channel, retest of the lows, so not sure how to treat this. And again, it's in the middle of the range. I know there's a very strong push above the EMA with this very strong bull bar, but yeah, I would skip. This is only first entry, not even a failure, and it's just a higher low from here, so nothing to take. And you can see the bulls coming in. There's strong bullish momentum. You can see the order of bull bars following here. That shows me clearly that something has changed because, yeah, before you were seeing prices go like up and down, up and down, up and down. And now we get some very serious bullish momentum here. So my bias now is more to the upside. I'm looking for long trades, but of course always off the key entry point of the EMA. We have congestion here, nothing we can take. Some little pullback. Some shorter term channel here, you can see it's working lower. The break here, new low. And we're testing the breakout of the previous range. Prices do this many times. When they break out to the top side, we come back, test the breakout area, and then decide if we go back inside the range or go higher from here. You see this many times, and just be aware of that. We find some support here. You can see the strong bull bar above the EMA. Some congestion now. We're still testing the breakout area. And this looks like a little range here. I mean, like this. And it's still congestion. Maybe it's even bigger than like this. Okay, and this is interesting because you can see the range here, and we have this bull bar, and it's at the low of the range. There is space to the top side of the range, and we're still testing the breakout area. If you're very aggressive, you can consider this trade here, because as I said, we're finding some support here of the previous range resistance. You can see prices broke out come back and bounce on this level here. You can see we cannot really break it. If you're aggressive and like this trade, you can take it for a scalp to the range high here. But I can understand if you say that this bar here is way too bearish, that you want to skip this, then of course just don't take such trades. But I like this trade here, right off the range lows, and it's taking some support from the previous range. It would have worked out. Some shorter term channel. This is a failure here. You can see prices made a new low. First entry, second entry, short failure. But you would go long right into all this resistance here. You can see the previous highs and here the highs, and you go long directly inside it, and you have no idea if prices bounce back from here. So yeah, this is to skip here. It's not safe enough. And we're going higher. Some little channel maybe here. This break new low. And maybe it's even worth to think about the bigger channel here. Like this. Because I can see we made the lows here, we have a touch here, we have a touch here, and also the highs are aligning very well, and the midline, I like the reaction of this. We have some reaction here and some bounce here. Yeah, this shorter term channel here played out, break new low, you can see that. And this is interesting now, because have a look at this. We have the new low here. First entry short, pull back. Second entry, short failure. Right off the key entry point, the EMA, and right off the channel support here. I know this is very congestion again. You can see this highs here. So it would be going long into this resistance of the highs, but the context here is clearly up. So the bias is up, we're looking for longs. You can see the strong pushes above the EMA. Whenever we come back, we push above again. And yeah, with this failure set up here, all the other traders, they see this resistance and they would like to go short here. And I think I could risk this and going long here on a failure, because yeah, it's a very strong bullish bar. I like the contacts. It's right off the key entry point. It's right off the EMA, and it would have worked. We're going higher from here. The channel is respected. You can see this. Coming back to this channel again. Maybe you can draw some shorter term line here. You can see prices go higher here, break new high. So this shorter term channel here is played out. And we're touching now again the key entry point and EMA. But we have no break lower here. So this is no clear setup. We have to respect the support here right now. You can see prices bounce off this level, and it seems that we are breaking the channel, but no setup here. This is congestion now, and we're going higher. No setup here, way too congested. So really, many times I try to stay out of congestion because it's way too risky. You can even see this little range here. First break of this green channel here, and we're retesting the highs already. So now we must be a bit more careful. We see this very strong bullish momentum kicking in. So but we broke this channel, we're retesting the highs, and now it's really unclear what's going on, because this channel, in my opinion, played out. And yeah, we have to see what's going on. There's another pullback to the EMA, and we're going lower from here. Maybe drawing a channel like this. Going lower still. We're moving inside this channel, but there is no trade. This is congestion. There's no clear setup for me. This may be, but yeah, it's, maybe I draw this so you can see it. It's like a mini range here, and it's right in the middle of the range. So we have no idea what's going on here. First break of this shorter term channel, first break here, retest of the lows, all within 2 bars. So this channel here could be played out already. And wow, this is pure congestion. Really, there's nothing you can take this. It's not worth to risk anything here. There's so much support and resistance below that. You can see the mini range here, the support. We're trending here. This bear bar looks like that we're going lower, but as I said, many times this fool you in, or fool many other traders in, to go short here, and then it reverses. So okay, this time not, but as I said, this happens many times. And we're going lower from here. Interesting. Maybe there's some bigger structure in play. I'm not sure. Can it be like maybe this? Some shorter term channel here. We're going lower. Maybe it's even bigger, like this. We're finding some support here. You can see prices bounce here, forming congestion, bouncing another time, and going higher from here. Nothing we can take. This is strong bull bar. We have no idea about the context. The context is not very clear right now, so we have to wait a bit more. And this looks interesting, because if you draw this channel here like this, then we have, you can see this as a double bottom. You can see, like, you can count this as a 0. First entry, second entry short, strong bearish bar right off the EMA. You can even say it right off the midline of this bigger structure here. You can see the midline. I must say I like this setup. And if we put the channel like this maybe, then it's even clearer. You can see the highs here, touch here. We have another touch here, so we have 3 touches here. This channel is confirmed for me. Also, we have touches to the low side. And this would be the first break. I know that it's close to these lows here, but with the context, this green channel here played out, made a new high, and now we're reversing. You can see the bars, how strong they push below the EMA. We have this push lower here, coming back, push lower here, coming back, strong push lower here. So that always shows me that something has changed, momentum has changed, and we're looking for shorts. So I like this setup here. This is second entry short, right off the key entry point. Nice bearish bar. I would take this here. Okay, interesting. This is now congestion. So in those situations, people try to get out of the trade, for example, on break even when they see that the following bar is bullish like this. But usually I will not monkey with my trades and just let it play out, because the stop loss is one tick above the signal bar, so that would be here. And yeah, I would play it out. We have this channel here is in play, and I think by here we would be out of the trade with a profit, and we're going lower from here. But we're bouncing off this bigger channel here. So this channel is in play. We're breaking this now. We're overshooting it maybe even. And going lower. This is a shorter term uptrend channel. You can see it. It's working higher here. Another test of the channel support. Also first break of this channel here. First break, retest of the highs. And we're going sideways from here. That looks like a little range. This. And if you consider this bar here, it's right into the midline of the channel and right into the range resistance. But with the context that we overshot here, potentially, many times we see a break of the channel. So yeah, if you consider this, but I would skip it. It's congestion, so breaking out of this range here. Most breakouts fail, coming back inside the range, making a lower high here. And we're going lower again. If you like this setup, you can take this. I consider it as aggressive. But if you draw this channel here, for example, you have this highs here. Touch. And this bar is forming at the range tops. So we have enough space to the lower side. So yeah, if you are aggressive and you consider this, you can take this trade. This is a lower high here. The context is down. But as I said, we had an overshoot here. So many times we see a break of the channel. And this could happen like in the next push. And whenever the channel is not broken, I'm very careful in taking any more trades. So yeah. But if you're aggressive and you see the range and you see the failed breakout here, you can take it. Staying still inside the range here, you can see we're going sideways. And now breaking the channel. Maybe even some spike and channel. The shorter term channel here that I just drew broke here. This is the first entry, no setup, broke, retest of the highs. So this channel here is playing out right now. And we have some resistance here, you can see this. Going higher a bit, pulling back. Okay, this is interesting because if I draw this channel a bit different, you can see it like this maybe, because the channels are progressing. Then we have the first break here, couple legs to a new high, and we have a lower high here after the retest, but it's congestion. I don't like this setup, so I can skip this here. Maybe I pull this a bit higher. We're going lower from here. So this channel played out. We broke this channel here and we're going strongly lower from here. So maybe we can even treat this not as an overshoot, but part of the channel. The midline is fitting. You can see the direction here. The top part is fitting. On the lower part, we only have this touch here and a touch here. But if we consider this, then it would be the first break of this channel. And with this strong bearish momentum working lower, there's a high chance that this was the first break and we see a retest of the lows now from this channel. So my bias is still to the low side. This seems to fit here. I can color this. Okay, respect it here. And the retest is not done yet. Now the retest is done. Look at this bar. Crazy. But we are below the EMA. Excuse me. We are below the EMA. I would like to see a pullback to the EMA to take a short from here. So we have to wait now. There's a pullback, but we find support here at the channel. There's no trade. Drawing this channel here. That looks very tempting, I must say, because we have this channel working lower here. You can see it. Then this is the first break. We have some resistance forming here. You can see that. And this is a new low here. So we have the first entry, second entry. It's right off this EMA and we broke this channel for the first time. So I think I want to risk this and take a short here on a second entry short right of the EMA. First break of this channel to retest the lows. I like this setup, and this bar has 11 ticks. So compared to the others, it's not that big and it would have worked out. But you can also see we're in this range here now. And that's always the dangerous thing. If you go short too close to the last lows, then it could reverse like how it's doing here. So going for a scalp here of 4 or 6 ticks easily works, but for a swing trade it would be no profit here. So yeah, you can see this range now. Another pullback with a strong bearish bar. Lower high here, but this is in the middle of the range. If you compare these two setups here, this is much higher here at the range tops, and this is more in the range, in the middle of the range. So you would go short right in the middle, and here you go short in the upper third of the range. And the retest is done of this channel here, and now potentially we go higher a bit. Because this channel here played out now. There was a break, retest of the lows. This channel here, this bigger channel played out with a break, new low. So right now the structure is, let's say, reset. And we're going higher from here. This video is taking already 35 minutes. And I think there's still a way to go. So I hope you like this. Going higher here, there's some range support forming here. Pull back, also first break of the shorter term channel, but no setup. There's like not a second entry or something. The bars are simply not forming well enough. I'm always clicking on this. Okay, this is a lower high now. It's very difficult, I must say. You can see this channel working higher. We had a break, not a clear retest, but you can also see the resistance forming here. So we have this lower high here. Now we have another lower high here. So prices made a new high, tested it once, tested it twice. But this strong bullish bar scares me a bit. To go short after this strong reaction of the range support, I think I cannot do this. Would have worked. This is now another, let's say, lower high bounce of this range resistance. But yeah, for now. Okay, now we have another touch here, and I have to take this because you can see prices cannot break through it, and whenever we are touching this area, prices are forming some bear bars and going to the other side. You can see it here. Touch here, and we're going to the other side. Touch here, we're going to the other side. Another touch here. So if you're aggressive, you can take this on this 10 tick bar. But yeah, I must say I like this setup. You could also see it here as a double bottom. So you reset the count. First entry, second entry. So if it triggers, yeah, and you would have a nice scalp here. With this many tests of this range resistance here, I think it's worth to risk or to take this, because we cannot ignore this resistance here. And prices, wow, look at this bar. Prices went way below, come back higher, and now we're leaving, breaking out to the top side, testing the breakout area of this range, also first break of this channel, and coming back inside the range. Most breakouts fail. I don't know how many times I said this, but you can see this is a proof for that it works in small and big ranges. And we're going higher from here. Some shorter term channel maybe. And we're going much higher. This is potential trade here. Can draw this. You can see prices push above the EMA, coming back and forming a higher low here. But yeah, it's right into the last highs. So, and it's a bit above the EMA. I would like to see it's much closer to the EMA, forming a nice bar here. So taking here, it's very aggressive, it's risky. So I think you have to skip this because it's right into the highs. But we must also say that this channel here that it's forming now looks pretty intact. So okay, I have a strong push higher here now. Potentially an overshoot, but I don't want to say this yet. Maybe it's like this, maybe a bigger channel. Break of the shorter term channel, retest of the highs, pull back. Draw this channel here. Break. And we're bouncing off this bigger channel now. You can see direction here. This is the key entry point of this channel. And whenever we touch this channel, you can see touch here, and we take off higher. Touch here, take off higher. Touch here, take off higher. So this is interesting. This strong push above the EMA shows that the bias is clearly to the upside now. We're looking for longs, and we're forming a higher low here. This is interesting. Let me check. Is this also a failure? No, it's not, because price has made a new low here. So it's the first entry short. So there's no failure here, but it's a higher low. And with this strong bull buy here, I like to take this trade. We are clearly up. This channel here is in play. And we push above the EMA, pull back, and form this almost perfect bullish bar. So I like to take this long here. And it would have worked. We're going higher, touching the channel again. Cannot break through. If you want, you can draw this like shorter term channel here. You can see it's working higher, break new high. So this shorter term channel break out. We have a lower high here now. But yeah, we're not looking for shorts right now, because the bias is clearly up, and we are not taking trades in the different direction then. But this is chopped now. This is chopping back and forth. Nothing I can see. Can always draw this like shorter term channels, but in this situation they're not helping, I think. And we're moving along this midline here. You can see how the midline is acting as a support, but nothing we can take. If you consider this is right into the resistance here of this mini range. And there's another channel forming now. Like this. And we are overshooting this uptrend here, this green uptrend. Now we must be careful. Break of this shorter term channel, retest of the highs. So this channel here played out in my opinion, but we're going still higher. With an overshoot, expect a break. I think we had this before already. Trending lower here a bit. Maybe some channel like this. First break. Not sure if this is a retest yet. Going lower. Maybe it's even a bigger channel like this with first break, retest of the lows. Nothing I can see, to be honest. If you treat this as an overshoot, prices will break the channel. And maybe this is the break now. No, we still go and bounce from here. So maybe this channel here. Can test it. Could be. With first break here. You can see how the channels are progressing. First I was here. Then I'm here with this first break. And then now I'm here. No, it's leaving it like here now. First break, retest of the lows, and also break of this channel here. By the way, there's no setup. This is only first entry short, then it's congestion, so we're skipping this. Going higher a bit here. Can draw this channel. We broke this channel. Pull back. And we find some support here. You can see this. Prices made a new low here. The first touch. Second touch. Interesting. Another touch. Yeah, now we have to take this. Because prices made this low here. First touch, second touch, third touch. As I said before, where was it? Like here. we cannot ignore the resistance of this channel, the same as we cannot ignore the support of this channel. I understand that it's congestion here, so if you want to play it safe, you are not taking this, but with this many touches here, I like to take this setup. And you can see, if I put the line here, we're not making new lows here, so I like to take this, and we're going higher from here. There's a shorter term channel working higher, first break. And this channel here looks played out already. We had the overshoot break, retest of the highs. So yeah, this channel, in my opinion, played out already. And now prices will test and think where to go next. But we're going still higher here. So the momentum is still to the top side. We're going higher. Maybe there's another channel here in play. Maybe this is something, spike in channel. No, this doesn't fit too good. Maybe it's like this. Can test this. Depends. Touch here. Is it? We're still going higher. So nothing we can take. With this strong moves up, you better wait that prices are coming back to the key entry point, coming back to the EMA, like now, coming back, but no setup here. It's not clear enough what's going on here. I mean, clearly we go higher, but you can see there's no clear setup, and when we have no clear setup, we just wait, and we wait for our opportunity to take this, and prices go higher still. Maybe it's like this. I'm not very happy with this channel, I must say. Prices go lower here. First break, retest, but yeah. As you can see, there's some support here. We cannot take a short here. Test, break and retest of the lows. So this channel played out, the shorter term channel, and we're going still higher. So maybe it's like this. Can try to play it like this. This here is interesting because you can see the support forming here. Prices made in a low here, touch here and touch here. And we have a strong push above the EMA, but this bar is so huge. And if you take a long here, you would have to put the stop loss of 24 ticks, and it's not worth risking this then. But yeah, you can clearly see we have some sideways action here. So I'm drawing this little range, touching the range highs. No setup here. It's going up, break, retest, and it's going down. No real setup here, really. Going higher again. Maybe this channel is different. Maybe it's like this, because then we have the new low here. We have a touch here, not a real touch here. We have a touch here, So yeah, you can see I'm struggling with this channel because it's not too clear for me. If I leave it like this now, the midline is showing some support here, some resistance here. You can see prices are touching and coming back. So yeah, this channel is not very easy, I must say. So I just leave it how it is and try to play it with this. We have a first entry here with support of the EMA, but no setup. And we're going higher. So maybe this is also like a little structure here, like this. Coming back and touching the key entry point of the channel, respecting it. Okay, so now I really like this channel here. So maybe we can use this structure now to play with this, because we just came back here. You can see this shorter term channel going lower here with the first break and retest of the lows. And exactly at the key entry point of this channel, we are bouncing here and reversing. So we can look for some trades here. But yeah, nothing is forming. This is going right into the EMA. So I don't like to risk this. Some lower high would be great to take. But this is also first entry only. And now it's congestion here. You can see this. Nothing to take. A potential break of the channel. And again, some more range behavior. There's a higher low here. You can see that. But it's right into the last highs. So I'm not sure if I could take this. If you tell me that this shorter term channel here is in play, then I agree, this is true, and you could play it from here. But yeah, it would be right into the highs of this last move here. We have the first break of this channel and the highs are not retested yet. So yeah, if you want, you can consider this, but I think it's aggressive. And we are going higher from here. No trade. This is a mini range. Maybe even some channel like this. And we're going higher. We're not even coming back to the EMA. You can see how strong bullish this is. And we're not coming back, we're just taking off. We're retesting the highs. These were the last highs here. And we retested the highs, so this channel here could be played out by now. Going still higher. I know that Mack likes to mark these kind of trades here, these pullbacks, when you have a very strong uptrend. But personally, I don't like to take these trades, because they're so far above the EMA. And for example, if you take this, who can tell you that it's not like breaking here and going to the EMA? I know that you're only risking like 6 ticks, so the risk is worth it to play it here. But personally, and if you know my style, then I like to take the more short setups. But yeah, if you see the strong uptrend here, and you see also this tiny pullbacks right off the key entry point of the channel, then you can play this long. Play long here, and when you place a long here, also this is right into the midline. So as I said, it's very aggressive and it can turn on you anytime. And now you can see this midline here was respected and we are not breaking it. So it's forming some congestion here, and we're coming short here. So there's a potential that we see a break of this channel because we're coming short here and price is losing momentum. It was a strong uptrend here with tiny small bars, and as I said, you could have taken this and this, every pullback pretty much, but this is a warning signal for me that when we cannot reach the highs of this channel here, the resistance, then the momentum is fading and there's potentially a break of the channel. Also, don't forget, we are in this bigger uptrend here. This broke already. We had already a couple legs to a new high. So yeah, the structure here is not very clear. That's why I don't like to take this setups. But yeah, it depends on your style a lot. And as I said, this channel broke here now, and we are having the first break, potentially a retest of the highs, but also it's the end of the trading day for me always. It's at 2:30. You can see the change of color here, and yeah, from here it's not that much anymore. So yeah, almost 1 hour already. This was a very long bar by bar today because I'm doing this on Saturday, and yeah, so I hope you liked it. I will try to, well, I have to zoom out like big time to show you the whole day. You can see how much price action happened during the day. Here, this is the whole trading day. We started with this range here, another range inside the range, then we broke out of this range. We talked about the setups here, break of this uptrend, retest of the high, so this uptrend was played out. Then we had the reversal, first this smaller one, then it transformed into this one here. We had the setup here, and then even into this bigger channel here, where we thought there was an overshoot first here, but treated it as part of the channel. Then we had the break of the channel here with retest of the lows, and from there another reversal to the top side. You saw this green channel forming here. We spoke about this setup here and the resistance that could not be ignored. Strong pushes higher above the EMA with a setup here, some range. We had an overshoot now of this channel, then a break, retest of the highs. So this channel was played out, and from there this other channel here was forming. You can see the move up here. The bias was strongly to the upside, forming this channel here with another range, but no setup. We were speaking about this. Then some serious support here, set up here, and then to the end of the trading day. I hope you liked it. I wish you a great weekend. I hope you had a great trading week, and yeah, see you on Monday.